What's the difference between DIY and doing it yourself? It's the difference between a part-time passion and a full-time business. Wix gives you the power to turn your passion into a moneymaker. With a website that fits your unique vision and the business tools you need to succeed. Let your ideas flow with AI that guides you, but keeps you in the driver's seat. Manage your business from one dashboard and keep it growing with built-in marketing features. It's time to turn your daydream into your dream job. Do it yourself. Go to Wix.com.
Building a business may feel like a big jump, but OnDeck Small Business Loans can help keep you afloat. With lines of credit up to $100,000 and term loans up to $250,000, OnDeck lets you choose the loan that's right for your business. As a top-rated online small business lender, OnDeck's team of loan advisors can help you find the right business loan to fit your needs. Visit OnDeck.com for more information. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans and amounts subject to lender approval.
Hello, y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I am your host, Brandi, the Millennial Manager, and today is Thursday. If you are inside of Patreon, if you are not inside of Patreon, it's Friday. All right, and what's up? How y'all doing? All right, we done had a long-ass week. It done been a long-ass week. Now, today is going to be an email episode because I have some really good news. I have some really good announcements that I want to get out there. First, all right, our live podcast event is going to be happening on Saturday, February 8th at 8:30. It is a virtual event, and the tickets are going to be $8. $8. Okay, guys? Do you have $8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know you got it. Okay. All right. Now on this live podcast, what is that going to look like? Number one, I have a phone number that y'all will be able to call, and you are going to be able to leave me voice messages, and we're going to play them, and we're going to respond. Or if we are able to, I don't know how this is going to work because it's going to be online, with you all leaving not leaving a voicemail, but if you all were to call like during the podcast episode, I do have a phone number for you, and let me get that number. The phone number, I'm going to make sure it's on the screen for Patreon. For the rest of our podcast listeners, it is going to be in the info section of the podcast. You will be able to leave a voicemail. We're going to download and play the voicemail. If you don't want nobody to know your name, y'all say Betty. Y'all know that's the name, okay? Y'all are my co-host, Betty. All right. Keep it cute, okay? The phone number is 313-242-7662. Okay? Y'all can text this line. You are able to leave a voicemail, and that will be played on the live podcast, okay? The tickets are going to go live today for the Patreon crew. There is a special link a special code for you just for the paid Patreon. If you are not in the paid Patreon, join today so you can get a couple dollars off. The tickets are $8. Patreon is going to get I think it's like a $2 discount or something like that for Patreon. But I will make sure that the podcast, I'm sorry, the tickets are $9. The tickets are $9. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The tickets are $9. But make sure y'all use the phone number so that you can leave your voicemail so that it can be played during the podcast. And we are going to be live, okay? And you will receive your link to the live, okay? You have to pay first, and then you receive your link to your live. It's going to be an automatic link that is going to share to you, and we're going to be live on YouTube. It's a private link, though, so only us, okay? Period. Now, for today's email episodes, I have 3 or 4 emails that I really, really, really wanted to get into. This first one, it says, "Hey, Brandi. Hey, girl. How you doing, Betty baby? How are you? It's been a week, but how are you? I've been following you for such a short amount of time and have learned so much. I am so happy to hear that. That makes me happy. Do you think people rushing me on my jobs all of a sudden and asking me to work on Christmas Eve for non-emergency situations, ignoring my team chats, and now asking me to check in on my sick day are signs that I am being constructively dismissed at work? Let's see. I have a track record for being a workhorse for the last 5 years at my workplace, but the culture is such that I am now burned out and no longer available to save the day. I've been taking extra, or you were taking extra work, okay, volunteering at events or anything that I was able to before. I was able to do it for so long because I was motivated to be the best and also wanted to please people. When I realized that it was that all I was getting was stress and more fucking work, I pulled back to do my job and do it well. Are the signs I listed above just a reflection of my current status quo, or am I probably being disrespected, overlooked for reasons directly related to my recent change in availability from 24/7 to 9 to 5? Let me tell y'all something. Do not do shit on these jobs that you cannot keep up. Do you understand me? Don't do anything at work that you cannot keep up, because now you're in a situation, you are in a pickle deal. Okay? You done gave them people all your best. And now you start retracting. First of all, you probably retracted too much at one time. They wasn't able to digest it. You got to do it in little pieces, okay? For it not to really rock the boat. But this is why you don't go in giving your job everything that you got, doing everything possible. This is why you don't do that. Because when it's time for you to pull back, it is very, very hard for them to comprehend. And it's also hard for you to compute, because now you're struggling with this decision that you should have been doing all along. You should not be available 24/7 to your fucking job. You have to have boundaries. Say it with me now. I have to have boundaries. We're going to say it one more time. I have to have boundaries. You should not be accessible to anyone in your life 24 hours a day unless this is your child. Okay? No. And even at a certain point, there is a boundary even with that. No. I'm not finna get up and do whatever you ask just because you asked. And this is why you don't go to a job and do everything right off the bat and jumping in and giving everything your all. Give them 25%, because your 25% looks like 100, but really you are just unleashing just a little bit, just enough to make them go, wow, that's amazing. That's so amazing. That's what they be saying for 25%. Your other coworkers ain't giving them shit. And you having to jump through hoop after hoop after hoop. And let me tell you, Betty, in your email, I'm going to tell you where you fucked up at. You said that you was out here saving the day. You know what that mean when you got to save the day? That mean your ass is wearing a cape. No. We not wearing no damn capes at work. Is your name Clark Kent? It is not. Your name ain't Superwoman? No, we're not doing that. So what do I think is happening right now at your job? I think that your job is having a hard time with you not being accessible, just like you said. So they're pushing your boundaries to see if you are going to give them what they want. But you need to stand firm in your boundaries. For the last 5 years, you have been the go-to person for every single thing. That is what? Is it other motherfuckers that work at this company? And they done made you probably like, they need me. No, the fuck they don't. Because if you was to be put in the ground today, they will find another source. Do you understand? So don't get caught up thinking that no company needs you and all this other shit. They don't. They will find another motherfucker to do their bidding. Okay? You are not the only one. So please know, that's what's going on. Your job is having a hard time. The managers or whoever it is that would tap into you, they are having a hard time accepting this boundary. So they're going to keep trying to cross the boundary, and you need to hold firm. Do you understand? Say yes. Thank you. Okay? You need to have boundaries. Period. And people are not just going to be like, oh my goodness, she got a boundary, I'm not going to cross that. No, they're going to like stomp on them motherfuckers like crazy until you give in. That's exactly what they're going to do. So don't do it. Let them keep stomping. You keep your boundaries firm. Do not emotionally react either. You may get frustrated during this time. You may get tired during this time, but do not get frustrated and let them see it. Be frustrated outside of fucking work. No. Hey, I'm sorry. I have things to do this weekend. Y'all have a good one. You see, I'm smiling. Well, you can't see me if you're not on Patreon, but I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm not going to get mad because you cannot accept no for an answer. No is an answer, and it's a complete sentence. The answer is no. Okay? Stick firm to your boundaries. And if you find that they still want to keep going, then maybe you need to look at other opportunities because they want you to be their workhorse. When really, can you blame them? It really ain't the company fault. It's your fault. Because you done walked in this bitch trying to make them think you can do all this stuff, and maybe you could, but you couldn't sustain it. You couldn't do that long term. You couldn't wear the cape long term. A cape is temporary. But when you put a cape on and try to save people, what the fuck do you think they're going to want you to do 24/7? They're going to want you to wear it 24/7. So you are going to have to put up a boundary. This is a firm boundary for me and mean it. Do you understand? All right. On to our next one. I'm not playing either, Betty. Say no. Okay? All right. This is our next one. It says, how do you respond to a gaslighting coworker who throws the rock and hides her hands and then goes and cries and plays the victim to our team lead and manager? Signed, Betty. I would not interact with that crazy ass bitch ever. Never. I don't care what she said. Hey, I'm not really sure. Is there any way you can talk to? I don't know.
So you've got a business, but what about a brand? The difference? More of you. Wix gives you the freedom to create your website, own your brand, and do it on your own, exactly how you envisioned it. Experience limitless customization. Boost your creativity and efficiency with AI tools for every part of your business journey. Scale up with built-in SEO, e-com, and scheduling features. Put more of you in your business. Go to Wix.com and do it all yourself.
If you got to play a victim game and stuff, you are going to get gray walling or stonewalling or whatever that term is. I'm going to be very blank with you. Very friendly, but I don't have anything for you. No emotional response. When you are dealing with somebody who is a victim, more in the workplace, they're a victim in real life. Outside of work, they got somebody working overtime on their behalf. And I'm not talking about the Lord. Okay? They got people out here trying to defend them and save them. And no. Unfortunately, I cannot do that for you. Okay? I don't know. Oh my goodness. I hope such and such. I hope Susan can help you. Let me know if she can't. Oh man, that is terrible. I hope Susan is able to help you with that. Don't give her nothing. Do you hear me? No emotion. None. I'm so sorry that I wish I knew that. Susan might be able to help you. And let her take her victim ass on to Susan and go whine and cry to them. But you be emotionally available, and you also need to put up a boundary. Just because somebody come in telling or asking you for things or whatever it is that she's saying, because you really didn't necessarily say what she's doing, but just because somebody's coming to you for something, you don't have to say yes. You don't have to give them the answer. You can give them a answer. A answer is you need to go ask Susan. I don't know. I don't care if I know what color the sky is. To a victim, I'm not really sure. I think maybe you should go and talk to Susan. They may be able to help you. Oh my gosh, my phone is going off, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. But also, yeah, back to that. Yes, that's exactly what I would do. I would not engage, keep your interactions to a minimum, and also make sure that when y'all are interacting, there is a witness. If she come talking to you in the break room, hey, let's go walk over here. Yeah, let's go walk over here where people can see. Because clearly they're trying to corner you so that they can get a response out of you. Take their ass out there where Susan and Vicky and Teresa them, they can all see them. They can see what this little child is doing, because that's what children do. Children play games. And it's a lot of grown folk at work that like to do this victim behavior. Take her out so everybody can see it. Okay? And then you got a witness or two or three, depending on where you work. All right, let's go to our next email. Ooh, this one is long, Mackenzie. Let's see. Okay, the next one, not that long. Okay. It says, hello, Brandi. Hello, boo. My name is Betty, and I love your content. It's so inspiring and gives me hope. I am very happy to hear that. Period. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's really good to hear. Thank you for creating a platform that allows us to share our stories and get advice from you. I wanted to share my story with you because I know I'm not crazy. Let's see what's going on. It says, I have been working with my employer almost 10 years. We have 4 different program directors, or we have had 4 different program directors in the last 2 years. The new supervising director's husband and sister work within the same department. She oversees social services departments, and the husband is the front end receptionist. Her sister works in another program, but the same department. Even though we have a policy that states you cannot work in the same department as family. We also have a new program director. She is lazy. My workload has doubled since they took over the program. I was told that the tasks that I have should have been assigned to me. They are a part of my duties since I am the admin, even though no other director gave me any of these tasks. I have been excluded from the management meetings too. I was told, or I was always a part of those meetings. The director told me she doesn't trust me because she heard information that they had told her, which wasn't true. And she said that she has decided to forgive me and move forward with me. What the fuck? When I asked about the being excluded from management meetings, I was told that I am not a manager. Okay, you're not going to like this, but why you want to be there? Although there is another staff member that has the same title as me that is considered a supervisor because he manages one person, and I manage tasks like payroll, county reporting, and contract submission and compliance, along with the supporting the entire staff. He is able to attend the meetings because he is a supervisor. Okay, so you might be crazy there, but let's keep going. Last week, I received a counseling memo for a conversation regarding Dayforce, our payroll system. I was never trained on it, but given the task to complete, I have been given multiple tasks without training. I asked what this was all about, and I was told that the memo is for her protection since she has Since she has several complaints about her with human resources, she has to protect herself. Then after that, the director came to my office last week showing notes from staff saying that there are notes to have their or to match their timesheet. I asked, since I'm not in management, how can I verify their time in order to approve timesheets? She said that everything was to be approved by management. I'm in the processes of looking for a new job. I am mad at myself for staying as long as I have. I hate it and I just want to leave. I'm trying my best to stay positive and look for a new job. Baby, you should have been looking for a new job when she told you she forgive you. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know if maybe you were like typing and there was just some incomplete thought, but what is this lady talking about? Forgiving you for what? What was said? So this is where y'all we have to be careful in these workplaces, because some people, like the previous email, even if it's a coworker, they can be seen as a victim at work, but you can have managers or directors, anybody that is in leadership, anybody that wants to be seen as a victim can be. Okay? It does not matter the job title. It does not matter if they own the damn company. If they want to be seen as a victim for somebody to come in and rescue, they will be. Your director does not trust you in the position, but she keeps dumping work responsibilities on you because she's hoping that you are going to fail. And then in turn, she will have a reason to terminate you or to write you up, which starts the path to termination. Now, addressing the family situation, you're not going to win that battle, because the institution or wherever the hell y'all work, they know that her people work there. They hired them. They had to go through HR. They had to go through interviews, panels. They know. So clearly they don't give a damn. So that part should be out of your mind. Okay? About not being included in the meetings, that also ain't got shit to do with you. The only person that's in there that you named, that you said manages one person, they are still a manager or a supervisor. So no, you do not need to be in there because you are a support staff team member. So no, you don't have to be in there. So I think that part, those two things, I think you just probably need to be quiet. Okay. Now, as far as the rumor thing, you really did not give me a lot of information on that. She playing mind games with you and make you think that you're on her good side when in reality you are not. And this woman, she's saying she's trying to protect herself. That's because you either done been talking at that job and telling people that you are not happy with your experience. You are not happy with her. You are not happy because she's lazy, whatever. You done been talking to somebody at that job. So you need to shut your mouth until you find something else. Okay? And stop worrying about her cousin or her husband and all them other people. Don't worry about it, because they're not going to remove them. They hired them. They know that they're related. So they broke the rule. It's not illegal, but they broke their own policy and let her do it. So clearly they have no dog in the fight, and they don't really care whether or not she follows the rules. And that's another that's a person you better be afraid of, because clearly they have no honor. Okay? No integrity. Your company or her ass. So send me an email with some more information so that I can really, get some more, and the listeners can really get some more of that. But I mean, two of those things, I think you were tripping. So, all right, let's go to our next email. This one is titled Opportunity to Live in the Gray. I really appreciate you. Your podcast has me thinking differently about working in the corporate world. I would like your insight on a job description, please. A little backstory. Recruiter contacted me about a job for a payroll manager position. Sounds interesting. Interviews are done. They offer me the job. They asked me, when can I start? I replied that I have to give a 2 weeks notice. After I give a written job offer, or after I receive the written job offer, I apologize. They say I need to fill out an application for the job and will send me the link. Link sent. I read the job description. Under the job requirements, it has the normal must know tax laws, etc. However, it also has you like producing creative solutions to new challenges and have the opportunity to live in the gray. That means that your job is not going to be direct. Like, you're not going to have a real job description. Gray mean your ass is going to find out what you're doing from day to day to day to day. They are not going to have a job description for you. That's what that means. Live in the gray, meaning there is no black and white. There is no real description of what you're supposed to be doing. At least that's what I feel like they mean. I mean, we're going to take it to GOOGLE. All right, let's see. This preference for creative solutions to new challenges and comfort with ambiguity, meaning like things that you don't really know, problem solving, critical thinking, adaptability, flexibility. When I see this, I just feel like they are not going to have something that is a direct job description. I feel like living in the gray means that you just need to kind of catch things as they come. There's not going to be a whole lot of direct explanation for you in your position. And that's where it's going. To me, that's what I receive when I see living the gray. I feel like there is not a real, there's not a real duty. There's not a real understanding of what this role will all encompass. So they just put a little quote on there to make you feel good about it. That's what I think. So I would ask for further information before you turn in your 2 weeks at your current place of employment. I would definitely ask for clarification. You understand? All right. God bless you. Now, we are at the end of our podcast episode. Just a reminder, I'm going to go back to our phone number for our podcast, our live podcast event that is going to be airing on February 8th. February 8th, which is a Saturday. The email or the phone number is 313-242-7662. The tickets are $9. The tickets are linked in the info section of this podcast. They are also for Patreon users. It is inside Patreon. You have to be in the paid community. Okay? You have to be in the paid community to use the discount code. And that's it for today. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. God bless everybody that works for the United States government. Do not stress out. Work from home ending is not going to happen immediately. It is going to take a long time for them to secure a building, make room in the buildings that they do have. If they are buying a building, renting a building, buying equipment, it's so much shit they have to go down before y'all even get to that point. It may be a new damn president. Like, before some people actually have to go back to work. So don't get stressed out about the shit that we seeing this week, because an executive order still has to pass the House. It still got to pass the Senate. Okay? And everybody is not on the same page as him. So y'all be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all asses on the internet and in our live podcast, Patreon. Y'all have a good Thursday night. The rest of y'all have a wonderful Friday and a good rest of your weekend. My birthday is Saturday. I don't know how I missed it. That's why I'm so turned too, because I know I'm going to have a great birthday. My husband taking me out and he doing stuff. So I'll be 35. So yes, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the internet. Bye.
What's the difference between DIY and doing it yourself? It's the difference between a part-time passion and a full-time business. Wix gives you the power to turn your passion into a moneymaker. With a website that fits your unique vision and the business tools you need to succeed. Let your ideas flow with AI that guides you, but keeps you in the driver's seat. Manage your business from one dashboard and keep it growing with built-in marketing features. It's time to turn your daydream into your dream job. Do it yourself. Go to Wix.com.